And talking of peace, here we are, workers coming into the big city on the 817s, the 820s, the 830s. Ahead stretch long hours of standing in buses, tubes, and in canteens, and hours sitting at office desks. Well, forget about running the world for a while and escape with us to an island where no one hurries for trains, to an island where the relaxed days just amble past. To Corfu, a small island to the west of the Greek mainland on the sea route to Italy. Once the island was famous for the richness of its trade. Once the world came to Corfu to buy and wonder, but those days are gone. Now the island is content to dream and remember. Spinning wool and dreams together has been the occupation of a woman since earliest times. She draws out the thin threads, and as the spindle twists, it binds them together in a way that is as good as any modern machine. It's simple, uncomplicated, and what better job is there for an old woman's hands sitting on the step on a warm afternoon? Corfu is very fertile, so it's no surprise when the locals want a dessert after their dinner. They simply go out and pick a pear off a tree. Well, not exactly a pear or a tree. In fact, it's a cactus, and they're prickly pears, and delicious, if you like that sort of thing. What they don't eat will be on sale tomorrow. There are no large towns apart from the capital. Instead, the island is full of small villages. There, everyone knows everyone else. And in a land of plenty, strangers are welcomed. Odysseus rested here on his long journey. In later years, when tides of invasion and war swept over Corfu, they brought many who fell in love with the island, and they stayed. In another century, an English earl started a university. Like so many other islands in the Mediterranean, different peoples have left souvenirs of their stay. A Roman wall, a Venetian cannon, a lovely French arcade. But the plans of great generals and statesmen have been long forgotten in the warm, drowsy afternoons. An island protected by a betraying sea. These waves, gently whispering along the shore, brought from afar merchants and conquerors, refugees and visitors in search of wealth or comfort. And today's visitors are just the same. On these ivory-clean beaches, they relax and swim and play. For years, Corfu has been a favorite holiday home for the Greek royal family. Here, too, European emperors found welcome solitude and relaxation. Prince Philip was born on the island, a link with Britain of which the islanders are proud. The main town, Kérkυρα, was built as a fortress. Most of the outer fortifications have long crumbled, but the pattern they imposed is there still. Within the wider modern streets, the city is a labyrinth of narrow, winding passageways. High buildings lean across almost to touch heads. Here in the town, away from the hot, open hills, the houses with their dark rooms are cool and welcoming. In the tradition of the Isles of Greece and of centuries of trading and commerce, the shops are open whenever there are customers to buy. And most of the wares are traditional too. The eggs, the olives, the dried fish, and hard peasant bread. The true wealth from an island which in long centuries has seen kings and peasants, victories and occupations, yet has remained faithful to the Greek ideal. This is Corfu.